Amazon just made it easier than ever to attract business buyers to your listing and get big, fat, juicy bulk purchases. We tried it and it turned on the spigot to a whole new flood of sales. And to celebrate, I've grown out my mustache like a good businessman does. Guys, it's my finger. Gosh, you're so gullible. Man, huffing that Sharpie really made me lightheaded. We've tested these strategies and we're able to add a whole new stream of revenue out of the blue just by changing a couple of settings in Seller Central. Now I'm going to walk you through exactly how many extra sales we were able to generate and exactly how we did it so that you can replicate it step by step and repeat these results for yourself, attracting a brand new flow of sales from business buyers. First, check out these results. So the 3-month period before we implemented these changes to attract new business buyers, our B2B orders were around $11,000 in revenue, see about 500 orders or so. Then the 3-month period after we implemented these changes to attract new business buyers, including some of the new features that Amazon just released, we got 21,000 in B2B sales and 1,000 B2B orders. So about double what we were getting naturally before implementing these changes. Now, granted, these aren't crazy numbers, but still it added a whole new flow of revenue that we didn't have before, so it's totally worth it. Plus, these are just our initial tests, and we're definitely planning on ramping this up over the next couple months. Some of these features are totally new. Okay, first, what is this, and how does it show up to people? Like, what are these business buyers, and what do they see? Well, the screenshot that you're looking at here is what a business buyer will see. You can see that they see a different badge on the thumbnail and search results just for them that's colored blue, that says how much they'll save if there is a bulk purchase savings attached to the listing. And it also shows how much they save in general just by being a business buyer. Now, you're not going to get this badge on your listing for business buyers to see unless you set this up in the back end, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that right now. Now, what do they see when they jump on a listing? Here's what it looks like when they're on the listing. They see the regular price, and then they see the business price, which is just for them since they're registered as a business buyer. Separately, they see a discount based on bulk purchases, which you set up separate from the business buyer discount. And they see that underneath the business price based on the number of units in the bucket categories that you set up in the back end of your listing. So that's how it shows up to the business buyers. Now let's talk through how to actually set this up. So first, you're going to log into Seller Central, click on the settings wheel in the top right corner, click on account info, as you can see here. Then you're going to click on account overview and then manage your services. Then click on Amazon B2B and select enroll. Now, how do you actually set up the business pricing? Well, what you're going to do is go to your inventory, click manage all inventory. Then you're going to go over to preferences. And then down here, you're going to see a little checkbox called business price. You're going to check that. Now, when you go to your listing, you're going to see this little area that says business price. This is where you can put in the business price just for business buyers, which is the business price discount. This is different than the quantity discount. To do that, you can see underneath here, it shows quantity discounts. When you click that, it's going to open up a section like this, where you show different thresholds for different discounts based on how many units they order and what the discount is for that many units. So you could say, for 2 units, you get 5% off. For 5 units, you get 10% off. For 20 units, you get 15% off, something like that. So these are some cool hacks, and they can lead to you getting some more business buyer orders and more bulk orders that you probably wouldn't have gotten before because business buyers just don't see you or don't notice you because you're not getting that little tag on your thumbnail. But Amazon recently released a new feature inside Amazon advertising that allows you to juice this so much more to a whole different level. And that is the Amazon Business Placement Modifier. It's a dedicated placement modifier, just like the ones for top of search, rest of search, and product pages. But this one's specifically just to boost bids for business buyers and business placements. Now, this is a new feature, but we've already been messing with it. And as you could see, we've gotten some pretty good results with it, albeit not huge quantities yet, but I expect that to continue to rise as we push it more and as Amazon continues to push its business buyer program. We picked out one product to be a guinea pig for this last month, and we boosted the business buyer placement modifier. And just doing that alone without any additional price hacks or anything like that nearly doubled the B2B purchases. Again, I know we're not talking about huge numbers here. I'm showing you guys the back end, like the real stuff from our portfolio. But the business orders went from 65 the previous month to 111 this month. And I expect it to be even bigger next month by a significant margin as we continue to push this and we continue to experiment with this. Okay, so we talked business buyer discounted prices. We talked bulk purchase pricing discounts. We talked business buyer placement modifiers to boost bids for business placements. What else can we do to boost our business buyer B2B orders so that we can get more of those juicy bulk orders that we all want so badly? Well, here's another strategy to try that you might want to combine with some of the other strategies, which is to target business keywords like bulk, for example. If you go into your keyword research and you make a list of all the keywords relating to bulk or large quantity or Amazon business in particular, and then you put those together in a campaign, then just in that campaign, boost the business buyer placement modifier, you might have a much better chance of actually attracting those business buyers and having that placement modifier boost your bids for the right type of searches. Another thing you can try is pushing spend during the business value days, which is a monthly sale that Amazon puts on just for business customers. This is another time you might want to push that business buyer placement modifier and try to get more business purchases during the time that Amazon is putting all of them on the platform from the shopper side. Now, does this make sense for you to try based on your brand? You might think, well, I'm not selling like desks or office chairs or pencils or whatever. But you'd be surprised what business buyers buy. Business buyers could be anything from events coordinators that need crazy decorations for their events to people that own small businesses like salons or construction companies. So you never know if your product will actually be applicable to business buyers. We can, however, get an inkling and a little bit of a clue for which categories are likely to respond to business buyer hacks and business buyer placements by looking at the business view of a shopper's perspective inside Amazon. So if you're in any of these categories, you would definitely want to try this out. But even if you're not, it's definitely worth a try just to see if it works for you. And that is how you attract more B2B orders to your listing that you weren't getting before, turning on a brand new tap of fresh buyers to your listing that you didn't have access to prior to implementing these changes. If you want to see how to adjust all placements, not just the business modifier placement, but all 4 placements, top of search, rest of search, product pages, and business modifier placements, check out this video where I walk through all of the placement modifiers, how and when to adjust each, and some real examples of how we did this to generate more profit for our PPC campaigns. See you over there. Let me tell you something, guys. Drawing on your own finger with Sharpie, not my favorite. Not fun to type with, don't recommend it.